Hello everyone. Dana here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I will be showing you how to make this cute rustic poinsettia Christmas card featuring stamps from Unity Stamps. The supplies that I used will be listed below, and I will have affiliate links when available. If you choose to shop through these affiliate links, it does help support me and I do greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. It does definitely help grow my channel. Now let's get on to the making. To start off this card, I cut out a little piece of craft heavy stock using my precision layering A2A, say that 3 times fast, die set from Spellbinders. And for the main focal image, I will be using this Poinsettia Poetry stamp from Unity. I'll be inking that up in my VersaFine Clair Pinecone ink. And then I'm going to heat emboss it using the matte embossing powder from WOW. I went ahead and I put the cardstock and the stamp in my MISTI, and I'm just inking up the stamp in that Pinecone ink. And then dusting off the paper with my powder tool. This one's from Simon. I decided I wanted to stamp it twice, so I'm just inking everything up again. And then I went ahead and added the embossing powder, and I'm going to go ahead and melt that with my heat tool. This is the first time I'm using this embossing powder, and I have to say it's really cool. I will definitely be using it again. It gives you all the properties of a normal embossing powder, but it's not shiny, which is great for, rustic themed cards, something that you don't want to have that embossing powder shine. I wanted to specifically emboss this because I want to go in and watercolor it with my Oxide inks. And I wanted to create the resist so that the text in the poinsettia would still stand out. The first color that I'll be using is Lumberjack Plaid in Distress Oxide. And I just smushed a little bit of that out on my craft mat. And then I'm just picking it up with my water brush and just painting it on the poinsettia. And then for the center of the poinsettia, I went in with my fossilized amber Oxide ink. And then to add just a bit more dimension, I went in with some aged mahogany, and I just added that in on the petals around where it would be darker. For the background, I used this Holly Around background stamp from Unity, and I'm just inking that up in the same Pinecone ink and stamping it on another piece of craft heavy stock. This one I decided I didn't want to emboss it, so I just set it aside to dry for a bit. And then I went ahead and kind of grunged up the edges a little bit using my distress tool. And I did that for the main focal image panel and then the background panel as well. Then to add a bit more dimension to the edge, I went ahead and inked around the edge of both panels with my Vintage Photo ink. I used a foam blending tool to do this. I do prefer to do this with the foam blending tools. I feel that I have a bit more control of where the ink goes. Then to zhuzh up the focal image panel, I went ahead and put it in my spot box, and then I just added some white gouache splatter using my fan brush. And then I took this layered poinsettia tree die from Spellbinders, and I just cut out the little joy sentiment tag that is included in that set. And then I inked around it with my Vintage Photo ink. I wanted to add some ribbon to the card, so I'm just using some double-sided tape on the back, and then I'll just stick that gold ribbon to that. You could also do this with Scotch tape, but my tape has gone missing. So I decided just to use this double-sided tape. I have loads of it. This is the tape that comes in the Spellbinders card kits. So yeah, I have loads of it. I get a roll every month. And then I wanted to pop the background panel up off the card base, so I'm just using some foam squares. These are the thin foam squares from Simon. And I added the same foam squares to the main image panel. And I'm just going to adhere that right in the center of the background panel. And I just added the little joy sentiment using my Barely Arts liquid glue. And then here's the final card. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. This, as soon as I saw this poinsettia stamp, I knew that I wanted to do more of a vintage, kind of grungy card. And I will definitely be playing with that embossing powder some more. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, take some time to pamper your inner goddess. You deserve it, and I will see you in the next one.